If there's a history of cancer in your family, the odds of being diagnosed with cancer at some point in your life are significantly higher than the average person. The good news is that genetic testing can help you determine if you carry a known cancer marker. Lori Bourget Sweeney of Hollis, Maine, had breast cancer when she was 24. Little did she know what that diagnosis would eventually mean to her family.
I was a single mom with a 3-year-old at that time, and I didn't qualify for genetic testing back then. This was 30 years ago.
Fast forward to 2011, when Lori's mother, Patty, was also diagnosed with breast cancer.
She was the rock of the family, really. One day, as I recall, she said, "Geez, I feel like I've got a lump in my breast or something. There's a bunch here." I said, "You should probably go have it checked." So one thing led to another, and she was diagnosed with it, yeah.
Sadly, Patty lost her cancer battle, but being the second in the family to be diagnosed, her experience led to a decision that has since saved the lives of others in the Bourget family.
One of the doctors suggested that we probably should have some testing.
Sister Jill Bourget Kelly, a nurse then living in Rhode Island, backed the doctor's recommendation.
I thought it was really important for us to look into BRCA testing because I feel like it's a great tool for people to take care of themselves and have better surveillance and better testing.
So I was the first one to get tested, I believe, and then they discovered that I was the carrier.
That Bob was the carrier surprised everyone, but he wasn't the only one in the family who had the genetic mutation.
So there were 6 of us in our immediate family, and 4 of us are gene carriers.
While the extent to which the BRCA2 genetic marker showed up in the family was sobering, the knowledge has proven to be valuable.
It's a tool. It empowers you to make decisions that you wouldn't otherwise be able to make. And it's all a personal decision with what you do with that information.
I went ahead with the prophylactic procedure, which was the right decision for me.
When I tested positive, immediately I made the decision to have an oophorectomy because ovarian cancer is another significant cancer that can develop out of the BRCA2 gene. And then I made the personal decision to be monitored. Once I was diagnosed with cancer, Dr. Batelli was fantastic about working with me as a BRCA2 gene carrier and explaining to me what my treatment options are. And she was able to do additional research and open up for additional studies and additional medications that I might not have otherwise been able to receive.
For her part, Lori credits the New England Cancer Specialist Genetic Counseling Team for helping her sort out her options.
The genetic counseling group is spectacular. And so once I got the results, had a meeting with them, and they talked a lot about other risk factors, percentages, and data around what that genetic marker can look like, what the risks are.
Because he knew he was a carrier, Bob's awareness led to early detection of a tumor that, before genetic testing, he says he may have simply ignored.
I noticed a little tenderness in my breast nipple area, and I said, I guess I had to have that checked, and in the process of having it checked, and yeah, it's cancerous, we need to have surgery. So I've had a mastectomy on the right side.
There's no question that cancer has played an outsized role in the lives of each and every Bourget family member. And one thing Robin, Lori, Jill, and Bob all agree on is that when it comes to genetic testing, knowledge really is power.
I am a survivor because I knew.
I'm a 2-time survivor because I knew.
I took steps for prevention because I knew.
I'm a breast cancer survivor because I knew.
If there's a history of cancer in your family, talk to your doctor or take our online cancer risk assessment to see if genetic testing makes sense for you. Because knowing whether you have a genetic marker for cancer could very well save your life.